So I'm going to speak about the SOLAR-1 trial. So before talking about the trial, let's talk about the rationale for doing the trial and what we are talking about. We know that the outcome of patients with hormone receptor positive, HER2 negative metastatic breast cancer is very poor, since the real world data suggests the survival is around 40 months. So there is a need for new treatments for these patients. What we know is that 40% of these patients present an activating mutation on a gene called PIK3CA. And this gene encodes for a protein, PI3 kinase, and in fact encodes for a very specific isoform of this protein, that is the alpha isoform. And this mutation is induced malignant transformation, cancer progression. So that provided a rationale to test whether a pharmacological inhibition of PI3 kinase could have some benefit in patients with mutation. So to address this question, we developed this phase 3 trial, SOLAR-1. And in this trial, we include patients who present hormone receptor positive, HER2 negative metastatic breast cancer, for which we know if there is a mutation for PIK3CA. And the patient must have received aromatase inhibitors. Then in the trial we have two groups of patients. We have one group that present PIK3CA mutation, and we have one group that do not present the mutation. And the trial is a randomized trial between fulvestrant plus placebo versus fulvestrant plus alpelisib, a PI3 kinase inhibitor. What the data are telling us is that when we give alpelisib to patients whose tumor present mutation, this increase the progression-free survival from 5 months to 11 months with a hazard ratio of 0.65. And the p-value is below the predefined threshold, meaning that the drug really improves disease control and progression-free survival. Then we also evaluated in patients without mutation if we could have an effect, and in this population of patients there is no effect, confirming that we need a determination of the mutation if we want to identify the patient with benefit. Finally, on the safety profile, and the drug has two toxicity, one that is hyperglycemia, but it's just a laboratory abnormality, and second, we have 10% of patients presenting a grade 3 rash. So in this study, the non-mutant patients were included because in previous trial and in preclinical studies, there was a suggestion that the drug could work in patients without mutation. So why this drug could work in patients without mutation? It's because PI3 kinase mediates the signal transduction from transmembrane tyrosine kinases. So there was a rationale to think that a PI3 kinase inhibitor could have some therapeutic effect in patients without mutation. But we all need to keep in mind that patients without mutation who received alpelisib, they were also treated with endocrine therapy. So they received the standard of care, plus for some of them alpelisib, because there was some rationale, some data suggesting they could benefit from this. So now the next question, there are 4 next questions in 2 different axes. The first axis is to amplify the magnitude of benefits. And for this there are 3 ways of doing that. First, better select the patient to increase the value for each patient. Second, combine with other drugs to avoid secondary resistance. And third, going earlier in the disease course, again to amplify the benefit. And then the second axis of research will be to better evaluate the method to prevent hyperglycemia and rash.